So after my disastrous opening test here in the Cinders Cup, I'm on the road to recovery to prove that I can actually play the game. Wait. Is that more traffic? Hey everyone, it's M4J here, and welcome back to the Cinders Cup here on Transport Fever 2. Welcome to round 2. This shakes things up a little bit from the test format that we had in the previous episode. I'm very honoured actually to have been given the first test, the first round after the first test. It's actually a scheduling conflict that led to this happening. It wasn't by design or anything like that. It was just the week I was originally allocated I couldn't do. So I think it was Ajax kindly agreed to swap with me. So I've got the first week here, and he's taking my slot further into July. Anyway, I'm here at St Albans, which is where we competed in the first test. We built loads of lines in and around St Albans and Didcot and Newland and up to Oakham and Aldridge, and you'll notice that none of the lines I built are still in the game. I think it's fair to say that I was humbly drubbed in the first test. Bowled out for a duck, as it were. Maybe even a golden duck. It wasn't my finest moment. I think, in principle, the idea that I had was actually a pretty good one, had the game spread over 10 years and not 2. But because it was quite short and sweet... so I'm just going to check. Right, yeah, I can unpause the game. Oh, whoa. Loads of stuff moving. Okie dokie. Achievement unlocked. Achievement unlocked. We got more mods in the game now as well. That's something I'm going to talk about in a minute. Yeah, I think my strategy would have worked over a longer time frame, but unfortunately there wasn't a longer time frame, and therefore I got rightly trounced. But I kind of predicted that as we were going along anyway, so it's all good. Huge congratulations, though, to, first of all, Stephen, who did actually take the win, but he knows this map inside and out because he built it. So he actually did a very good line. His line is still in the save here. He started off down here with West Ham, built a port that goes up to Cambridge, where it drops off stone to get turned into construction materials. They then get picked up here and taken into Cambridge itself. Meanwhile, coal from up here is brought down to the port as well, picked up by the same boat and taken back here to the steel mill. Genius. Absolute genius. I haven't finished watching all of the episodes yet. I've only watched 3 out of the 4. But literally every single time I've gone... I should have done that instead. And yeah, had that moment of realization. And actually the biggest, I should have done that instead, was actually Ajax Post Plays, who also operated around St Albans. Basically created the exact same lines that I did, but split them up into separate lines. So it wasn't one big odyssey of logs to planks to to machines, and then stone over here and then back and all that stuff. And it was actually a much better idea for the short time window that we had to operate in. So yeah, because I lost, I didn't get the pick for which region I wanted. I think I just got whichever region was left. But apparently I did a very, very good job for the St Albans tourist board, because everybody wanted St Albans. So I won't reveal everyone's allocations, because I think it's fairer if they did that themselves. I also won't reveal who finished where, apart from Stephen finished top, I finished bottom, and the other 3 finished in the middle, because again, they might want to tell you that themselves. Feel free, if you haven't already, by the way, to check out their channels. Very, very good stuff, very good players, very good Transport Fever 2 players. They're a little bit better than me. So if you're into the game and you want to see it played properly, they're the guys to check out. Stephen Spry, Ajax Post Plays, Van Ham Gaming, and Rickbo Baggins. There we go. I remembered their names this time. I kept calling them my fellow competitors last time out because I hadn't learnt their names, which is really bad on me. And they all remembered my name. So I literally sat with a list and read it about 4 or 5 times and memorised the names. So yeah, I've been given Northbridge, which is actually the one area of the map that I didn't look at when I was scanning at the start. Not because I didn't think it was any good, but just because I never got around to it, because I settled on St Albans. But actually, this is a pretty good one. And we've got some lines already in place here, which were created by Van Ham Gaming, I believe. So this is the winning place. This is the one that did the trick. Have I just given something away there? I think I've just given something away there. But yeah, this is the one that may or may not have done the trick and won the game. But actually, the lines here, when I was watching him build these, I was like, that's so good. Why did I not come up here to Northbridge? And I could have done this. So basically, he's got stone here that gets picked up at the quarry, gets brought down here to Lutterworth Port, gets loaded onto a train and taken over here to Northbridge, where it's then loaded onto this, which somehow connects. I'm not quite sure how, but it does. Very good map design again by Stephen. And it's taken over here, where it's turned into construction materials. Meanwhile, boat that does that also comes down here and picks up iron ore, which is very conveniently transported by these trucks. Again, this is transport fever at its finest. It's transporting things over the minimum distance, and it's just to link that to that. I don't know if I'm allowed to change this, but I kind of want to change this just for completion's sake, because at this point we're not competing, we're collaborating, so it makes sense to do that. But yeah, it's loaded back onto the boat, and it's brought back over to here. In fact, I can show you the line like this. Where it's then loaded back onto the train, and then the train brings it back over here where it's delivered to this. Although saying that, oh, it is covered. It's just that one that isn't covered. That's fine. That's all good. So this is how I lost. I didn't factor in these things, but it's fine, because actually this has opened my eyes to a better, more efficient way of playing the game. But I'm going to very quickly slip back into my old habits, as you'll see shortly. So Northbridge is mine. That means basically from this iron ore mine here, there's a line that comes through like this. Actually, it's more in this. Is this that's the St Albans one. So it's a curved line. Comes through like this, swings down here past Barrington, and then out in this direction this way. Now again, don't forget we don't yet have access to oil or plastics or anything like that. We're in 1870 now. We started in 1862, I believe. So we don't have access to all that stuff, but that's fine because I don't need it. And also the rules are a lot more open now. We can basically do as we please as long as we stick within our regions. The goal now is to make money. Before it was to stop losing money, now it's to start making money. So I need to create enough of a buffer here that whoever takes over from me, and I believe it's Rickbo, has enough to actually carry on with what he wants to do. So I've got some ideas. I've already, even just as I've been talking here to you guys, I've been panning around, looking and seeing. And I like the idea of using boats. I also like the idea of using trains. And I think a combination of the two would work well. Although saying that, there isn't much that relies on trains that hasn't already been done. And again, the stone and the iron ore idea was such a good one. I'm really annoyed at myself for not thinking of that. This is the iron ore line here, and it works really, really well. I am going to start getting some passengers moving around here as well, mind. Between Blythe and Northbridge, for example. I think the Lutterworth Northbridge is already covered by the Trans-Calabrian Railway, which has a third train added. There it is. So that's going to be creating more money. Yarmouth to Northbridge as well would be a good one. And then Harwich to Barrington would probably be a good one. And then from there they can get the train onwards because the roads are already in situ. Let's start talking about ideas then. I don't want this video to be too long. So, first one. Logs, planks, tools, town. That's a good one to begin with. And to be honest, as I'm talking, I might as well start building. The other things that I was going to talk about, can't even remember what I was going to talk about now. That's good, isn't it? Is this the right way around? Nope. So yeah, the other things I was going to talk about, and actually something else I've learned from watching the guys, is this is a better way to build your stops. So actually if I build it, I mean over here would be a good spot too. Oh man, hang on, bear with. Cheap and cheerful, that's what we want. So like here. I think. There it is. So if I do this, it's quite expensive, but it's also, you know, okay. I'm going to put a street access. In fact, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove that one, and then we're going to go like this. I don't know why I'm getting all the achievements. I think it's because, as I said, we've now got money. we've been given money. And because of that, can I use those? I don't think I want to risk using those. Yeah, because we've now got money, I feel less pressure to kind of build my style. Because what I'm going to build here is going to make lots of money. So I'm not worried about losing a ton of money. Although saying that, this didn't need to be 2 stops big. This could have just been 1. Hopefully, that's still connected. Yes. Right. The other thing I need to remember is to name my lines correctly, because I didn't do that before. Big apologies for that. I knew I did something wrong, but I couldn't remember exactly what. And I done goofed on that one. I've also built this the wrong way around, looking at it. It's a good start, isn't it? So over here now, we're going to build this one, which I'm going to place a little like this. We're actually going to do something quite similar. So we're going to do that. With this one, we're going to leave as a 2. You'll see why in a second. Going to remove that one, and we're going to go, that's the exit, that's the entrance. This is me slipping back into my old habits before I started from steam to electricity, where things had to be a bit more efficient and a bit more optimized, and we were doubling up on lots of different things. This is how I used to play the game. In fact, even more lazily than this is how I used to play the game. But I like this. This is a valid way. Again, it was the most fun I've had in this series so far. And I've had a lot of fun so far. So it was pretty hard to choose a specific thing. But just seeing how we all play the game as different creators, that was very, very interesting, I found. Can I squeeze this in over here? I can. I might as well just build it over here then. Next to the railway. Yeah, seeing how we as different creators... Not quite sure what's happened here. How we as different creators managed to build... on this map. Same map. Everyone got the same map. No changes there. And yet we all managed to build incredible, detailed things. It's very interesting. Does that serve that as well? How does that work? That almost defeats the point of this existing, does it not? It were. And then the final thing is the truck unload, which I'm going to pop down... Probably on this street here, actually. Maybe back a little bit. More like over here. Like this. Okay. Let's name the line. So we're going to start over here. We're going to come down to here. We're then going to come over to here. Yeah. And then we're going to stop over here. I'm finding it really useful as well that the freight has a different colour for the stops. That is actually very, very useful. This is logs. Oh, we got more colours now too. That's good. So we're going to do this. Actually, it's not logs, is it? It's lots of things. So we're going to do that, and then your planks, and then your tools, and then your everything. But I'm just going to say unload tools. We're going to set these up like so. And then we're going to do the very important thing, which is we're going to name it correctly. North Bridge. North Bridge Tool Trade. Let's just call it that. Or Tool Chain. That's probably a good one. No. Oh, yeah, my keyboard's a bit busted. So if you see here, it's one line of keys. It's 3EDC. Doesn't work properly. So if you see like random characters appear on the screen, that's why. I'm just going to make it... What's a tool colour? Tools are... Let's come over here and look. Oh, zoom out a little bit. They're kind of... sort of that colour. So we're just going to do that. The other thing I was meant to say is time is now paused. There's no, we play for 5 years, we move it on kind of thing. So we don't need to worry about that. And the other thing that I should have pointed out before, should have noticed before, is the fact that the Asian horse-drawn carriage, where's the weight? There, 500 kilos. These are 1,500 kilos. So this is a third of the weight, but it's the same power, it's the same price, but it runs faster The fact that I didn't know that, and even this one, it carries one extra. I don't know if the is the weight different? Oh, sorry, the weight's different. Yeah, it's 500 kilos lighter. Is the power different? Is what I was trying to say. And the running cost, so this is 23,890, 3,982, 32,000. So yeah, it's more expensive, but it carries that extra one. So that actually makes it a very useful thing to buy. So I'm going to do it. And there we go. And if I check this now, rate of 63, frequency of 58. So we do need to bump that. So I'm not going to, or am I? I was going to say I'm not going to pump it out too quickly. I'm going to let it do its own thing. I think we're going to just leave that for now. We'll come back to it. Over here then, we have a food processing plant here. We have a grain farm here. We have a grain farm here. We have a town here that accepts food. So I think stage 2 is going to be getting food into Northbridge. I don't think Lutterworth doesn't. I don't think Barrington doesn't accept food either. Although here would be a good place to run a freight train to, delivering tools. But there's nothing we could take back. And therein lies the problem with trains on this map. So yeah, I think we're going to do this to here because it's slightly further away. And then actually, are we going to do this one? Ooh. There's the trick, you see. So that doesn't reach there. It's the fact, maybe we'll just do a line here bringing food in and then another line that picks up food and just takes it to Northbridge and comes back. And we don't try and do the weird triangle thing. That's probably the best way of doing this, you know. That is probably the best way of doing this. So let's change that to number 1. And we'll build it like this. We're going to change it in a second anyway, so it's fine. It's probably not the nicest looking way of doing this, actually. I don't know, it didn't do what I thought it was going to do. I thought it was going to do some weird wrap round thing. Nope, that's all good. And then we'll do this. And there we go. And then over here, we'll build a slightly bigger version of that, basically. Where am I going to build? Because I don't want to ruin this lovely farmer's field thing that we've got set up here. So where do you build when you don't want to mess things up? Could do it like this. Doesn't really create the one-way system I want, though. We could do it over here like this. But again, that creates the same problem. So maybe it does just go over here. Like this. I guess. So if I do this, and then here, remove that one, put the exit in, of course. Why would it be as easy as that, eh? I could do it there, but that defeats the point. And then I was going to do this one like this. So hang on. Let's remove this over slightly. What you want is for it to not connect, really. Which I think you can do... Nope. Thought holding control would help with that, but it does not. Is that too close again? That's probably too close again, isn't it? The problem is the road, and I don't want to move the road. Yeah. Alright. Abandon that plan. In that case, can I be clever? No. Nope. No point even trying, is there? No point even trying. Could build it there. That connects. I was trying to build it in a place where we don't end up with the traffic problems that I've got on my other maps. And I think it is going to have to go over here in order to achieve that. Someone's going to do that. It's fine. Cool. So now we're going to create 2 more lines. We're going to create this one, which is going to go from here over to here. Which does seem pointless, the fact it's driving past the food processing plant. But I guess you get paid per distance traveled, don't you? So I guess we're making a little bit more bang for buck by doing that. I guess. Sure. So this is NB Northbridge Grain 1. There we go. And then we'll create another line. It goes from here to a stop that I forgot to build. Over here is a good place, actually, right in the heart of town. Although we're not delivering there. Actually, I think someone mentioned this in one of their episodes. Again, I can't remember who it was, which is not good on me. If you place multiple stops, you get more coverage, which is tempting. I think I've tried this before in one of my saves as well. So if I do this, this, and that basically covers the entire town here that accepts food. Also covers some that accept fuel as well, which is good. So if I do that, and then we're going to go here, here, and here. And that gets the trucks facing in the right direction to return anyway. So if we do... what colour's food? It's like this, isn't it? That's kind of a bready colour. And then we'll say that you're collecting food. You're only dropping food. As are you. It would be good if there was a copy and paste thing for orders, but never mind. So you are NB Northbridge Food. I'm just going to say Northbridge Food, actually. It doesn't need to be anything else, does it? Cool. So that's ready to go. For this one, I might be lazy and just use the depot that's in town. Oh, it's all the way over there. So that's quite a distance. But it's fine. I will unpause the game in a minute as well, by the way. I'm sure there's people out there wondering why game paused. Yes, because I was used to playing with it paused in the last one. Forgot to unpause it for this one. Let's do that now, because I think this company is now profitable, so we don't need to worry too much. Yeah, the company is now profitable. Excellent. Oh my goodness gracious. Right. So that's set up. Is this... what's the rate? Frequency is 83, so that does need bumping, but we'll sort that out in a minute. Meanwhile, we'll create the next lot, which again is just going to be 10. And you're going to go on the food. There we are. I love the icons as well. The icons are a lot more improved. That's very good. Big fan of that. Nice work. So the new mod we're playing with is, I think it's Yoel's Senseless Flavor, it's called. And it adds lots of other different mods to the game. Some of which I'm assuming are things like this. And the extra colours and realistic braking is part of that now as well. So the one that we had before we're no longer using. I guess this is something to do with it too. Which, yay. I don't mind that one too much, but it's not preferable. Yeah. Oh, food's needed up here as well. But that ties in nicely to the next thing I was going to say. So we've got this over here, Gasworks, which accepts coal. We've also got this place over here that accepts fuel, Blythe, I believe it's called. This place, I don't know why I said that, that's dumb. We also have this iron ore mine here, although, I mean, look at that. That's beautiful viaduct. Whew. Very nice indeed. I'm just trying to chain some other ideas together because there's a steel mill over here, which we're already supplying with iron ore. But what I wanted to do was supply it with coal, which we have here. Bring that down. We also have coal here that we can bring down. And if we did this cleverly, we could unload such that the steel mill gets covered, and also this port here, which I would like to make an amendment to, which I think I'm allowed to do, and add another berth to it. We're then going to have a ship that picks up that coal and brings it up here to the gasworks. We could actually bring it to this gasworks, but I think this one will get us more money. In doing so, Go away. In doing so, we then get fuel over here, which we can then bring back to Northbridge via a new stop. Or we bring it here, and then the fuel gets trucked in. That's a possibility too. But if we did this, then we could, in theory, also bring food up to Blythe, which would be nice. And I think there's planks here as well that we could potentially bring back, which would also be nice. We'll see about that. How's everything going? Also, how long have I been recording? 25 minutes. Okay. It's not a rule necessarily, but we've been advised to make these episodes at least 30 minutes long, which is something I'm very good at. I don't need any help with that. So we're all good on that respect. Yeah, I think this line here will work quite nicely. If I just look at this, we'll get this rate to... Actually, what's a good number to get this rate to? I think we just doubled it there, and it's down to less than 30 seconds. Let's do that. 40 vehicles, 22-second frequency. I think they load for like 11, so that's pretty damn good if I do say so myself. One other thing that I didn't really factor in when I did my lines before was this. So I would like full load, but don't wait for longer than 30 seconds. Over here for planks, is it a 2-to-1 ratio? Have I got that right? Where's planks? Planks are down here. It is a 2-to-1, so we're not going to get a full load there. And then over here it's a 1-to-1, so we're not going to get a full load there. So actually the only one we need a full load for is this one. The others, there's no point. There's no point worrying about it. Over here, this is also a 2-to-1. So again, there's no point. But I'm still going to set this one up, at least, as a full load any. This one I'm going to set a little bit longer. We'll do it for a minute. It's never going to take a minute, so we're fine. This is a rate of 83. If we double the output again to 20, that takes it down to 42. Add another 10, 28. That'll do. This other one, we don't need to worry about right now. Cool. So there is a possibility, because that does cover, that we could pick food up on the train and take it somewhere. But there's nowhere in our area, I don't believe, that accepts food. So actually, that's a really dumb idea. Why did I think of that? I don't know. But we could bring construction materials from here back to Lutterworth and then truck it into town. That's a possibility. Again, this area is mine. I can do what I like with it now. So we've got lots of possibilities. We could, in theory, have a boat that picks up tools here, brings it all the way here, where it could then go, like to here, sorry, where it can then be trucked up to Yarmouth, and then stone could be brought back down and loaded onto this. I know. What am I trying to say? What was I going to bring back? Construction materials could get loaded up here and brought back, and then we could also have stone from here brought down, and then other stuff. Another line that brings construction materials from here up into Yarmouth. I think that's where I was going with that. I actually had a complete brain fart halfway through, which isn't particularly good. It's annoying that we can't get plastic right now. I thought coal into plastic was something that was added as a mod, but that might be something that we're missing out on slightly. But again, it involves extending this port, which I think, the more I look at this, the more I'm like, I want to do this. So I'm going to get the dock here. And we're going to add a small dock in this direction with a landing. Not a berth, a landing. It's basically the same thing, but there we go. This one over here, to be honest, just as a formality, it probably needs one. Cargo, small dock. Add it like that, and then do this. And then this one, I'll add it in this direction. Like so. Excellent. So yeah, plan is, where are the tools getting dropped off? How have I lost that already? Oh, over here. Yeah, already I'm thinking if I'd have brought it down here instead. But I guess I can still salvage that. Where's the nearest? There. But that doesn't cover any of the buildings that actually accept it. So if I was to move this to here and then do another one there to cover that. And actually, forget that. We'll just do a separate line. We'll just do a separate line, which means we need to supply this with lots more planks. And there is, I believe, yeah, over here. Oh man, my head. Right. So I've got to try and work this out now. Excuse me. If we load up tools here. In fact, let's start somewhere else. Let's say we load up with planks here. We bring them down, 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 over to here. Drop off. Now, if I could have built this closer to there, that would have been great. But we can still do this with trucks. We've just got to be clever about it. So what you want with this is a truck stop. Kind of like that. That connects. Yeah. Basically right smack there. Do I make it 2? I think I make it 2. Okay. These are going to get picked up. They're going to get taken over here. They're going to get turned into lovely juicy tools. They're going to get brought back. They're going to get loaded onto this boat here. Those tools are going to end up... Barrington accepts tools as well. But I think that's going to be a pain. Those tools, along with... What was the other thing? No, it was just tools, wasn't it? Are going to get brought over here, where they're going to get dropped off. Those tools are going to get brought up here. Stone is going to get brought back down. But then how do construction materials get back? I don't know. But from here, construction materials are going to get brought back to Lutterworth. So let's plan this out as I had it in my head just then. So I need a cargo harbour. And I want it in the water as close to... I'm going to try and keep this cheap and cheerful. It's easier said than done. Over here is probably the cheapest place to build this. And it can then connect directly to that if I'm clever. It's 250. Oh man, it doesn't get any cheaper than that, does it? Actually, what if I just built it over here? Like this. And then for the road, build along like this. No, I don't want to build anyway. Apparently there's a problem with that mod as well. So I don't know how I feel about using it. Let's just do that. And then that. That hopefully connects to that. It also connects to the gasworks if we do decide to make that a thing. Okay. Let's also plan this. So this is going to take a long time for the trucks to actually get down here. So I need to start the trucks first before I do anything else. I've already slipped back into my old habit as well, I see. Where's the... So the road into town is over here. So what I want is this to be built over here. What's the button? Oh, it's not X. X zooms in. I guess I could just do it like that for now. And we'll remove this one. Yeah, that's the entrance. That's the exit. And then we'll build this. Oh, that's ugly. That's really bloody ugly. Hang on. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that works. Might need a waypoint for this. Actually, no, we don't, because it's a one-way system. Solves that problem, doesn't it? So from here, I've built 2 again. I really don't need 2, but it's just nice to have. If I build the truck down here near the ship, but not too close to the ship, that it causes problems with the ship. So say I did it like this. That covers both industries, as well as the dock. And it creates a nice little loop that we can use. So if we do that, and if we do that, there we go. And then here, streets. So that can go like that. And then this one can go like that. Good stuff. So we'll create the log line here then. So it's going to be a one-way thing, I think. Oh, it's not actually. No, it's not. It's going to use... Can I be clever here? Don't think I can. So I was thinking if I can get fuel or food over to here. But I don't think I can because there's no gasworks down here. Alright, let's just stick to what I know right now. So we're going to go here to over here. You're logs. You are just logs right now. Nothing else. So we're just going to colour you like that. We're going to do this. You're not going to unload anything. And then coming back, you're just going to unload logs. And we'll set you up like so and like so. Here, we're going to say load any, and we'll do a maximum of 60 seconds. You are NB Blythe logs. There we go. Do we have a Coachworks over here? We do not, but it's good to have one anyway. I think it's this one. Yeah, that's the vanilla one, so it's this one. We're going to have buses in a second running out of here too, so it makes sense to build this. Kind of want to build it up here, actually. Up in the hills, but I think this is going to be quite expensive, yes. That's not too bad, but the landscaping looks derpy. So maybe just... Nope, that also looks derpy. 46,000, that's fine. Let's do that. So we're going to get 25, I think, of these. And you're going to run on that line. That's the wrong thing. If I check this. Yeah, frequency of 28. That's pretty decent, I would say. Now let's try and set up this line. So you're going to go from here, where you're carrying planks. Those planks are going to come over to here, where they're then going to get taken up and turned into tools. Those tools are then going to come over to here, where they're going to get brought up here. Stone is going to get brought back. So you're now carrying stone. No, you're not. You're carrying construction materials. And then that is going to get brought back to here. And then from here, you need to carry something that can go back up to Blythe, which ideally would be food. And this is where the problem comes in. What can you carry? You can, in theory, carry logs back up to here to then get turned into more planks. It doesn't really work. You could carry coal from here over to there, and that is actually a good one. So we'll do that. Okay, so first one here, you're carrying planks. You drop off and you pick up tools. You drop off tools, you pick up construction materials, and then you drop those off and you pick up coal. Yeah, this is quite an interesting thing we've got set up here. Full load, we'll do a maximum of 120. We'll give it something to actually wait for. There we go, and then full load. 120 and full load 120. Okay, I think this is all set up ready to go, except there's a couple of things missing. What are we going to call you? The profit boats. Because it's all going to be, hopefully, 100% pure profit. And we're going to make you like massively lime green because that's the colour of dollar signs. Although saying that, we've already got that. So maybe dark green for the dollar bills, yo. Let's do that. Also got to, over this end, just change that. And over this end, change these. There we are. And then the final piece of this puzzle is up here. So we need to bring tools into Yarmouth. So we're going to do that like so. And then we need to pick up stone, which again, we might as well use these loops. Very glad I've reminded myself that loops are a thing that actually exist. We can go with just the one for this. Not that upkeep is a massive issue right now with the amount of money we've got. And in fact, that's gone up since I started playing. So I'm very happy. See, guys, I can make money. I do know what I'm doing. I promise. There was a lot of negotiating with the Calabrian government for me to continue in this series, to be quite honest. Because, yeah, I did a massive balls up with my strategy before. But it's all good. It's all in good fun. The other guys were very, very generous with their comments as well, I must admit. So I appreciate that. If it was me, I'd have just gone, hurt, loser. No, I wouldn't. That's not me at all. What am I doing here? Down here. Going to build it. I think there actually covers everything. And also over here. So let's go, just in case we use this for something else in the future. So like I said, this is my region now for the rest of the series pretty much. But I think the next time you see me after this episode will be for the second test. So I think that's right. So I only really get one crack at this before it all becomes competitive again. Alright, hopefully this remains connected if I do this. I think so. And then we'll do that. Yes. Excellent. Good stuff. Right, so you are picking up tools from here. You're bringing them into Yarmouth. You're then running empty up to here where you're picking up stone and you're bringing that back down. So here you're picking up tools. You're taking those up to there where you're unloading tools. Excuse me. Then you're picking up stone. So at this first one, full load any, we'll do 60 seconds again. And then this one, full load any, 60 seconds. Cool. The construction materials we'll do separately. I think that works fine. Do we have, what's telltale? Actually, no, there won't be anything right now, will there? No. Do need to get some vehicles on this line as well. I was just going to say what's the telltale that this line is actually working, but there won't be anything because right now there's nothing being transported up to Yarmouth. I think 30 of these just to get started. Whoops. Oh yeah, my 3 key doesn't work. Oh, 3,333. There we go. Oh, I didn't name the line. That's on me. I also didn't really colour the line. So this is NB Yarmouth Stone Tools. We're back in the Stone Age here, and we'll colour it a stony colour. There we go. Frequency of 43. That's all right for now, actually. That's all right for now. And the other thing that I haven't done yet is the little shuttle over here. So again, right now this ship line, which isn't actually running yet, so it's not going to cost me too much, but it's kind of for now. Let's just go with white for this one as well. So you're picking up tools, and we're going to say full load. No, you're picking up planks. Sorry, I've done that wrong. Good start. There we go. You're not... Oh, no, you are unloading, but you're only unloading tools. And then here, you're picking up tools and you're only unloading planks. And I guess we could do a full load command here. But I'm going to set it to 30 seconds instead. And then you are NB wooden tools. Because you're in the wooden age. You can't see me right now. I'm shrugging. I have no idea what I'm talking about. We'll get 10 just to get started on that. And then finally, I guess we can use this depot over here. Actually, can we? No. Let's use one closer. Is this working? Yeah, this is working. Is it collecting? Well, it's working in that respect. There's stuff up here waiting. Good. Just waiting for the stuff to actually come up the hill to get there. I'll build the depot. We'll get the old ships running. I'm going to fast forward this while I'm waiting just to make sure that there will actually be planks waiting by the time this is ready. There we go. How many of these will we need? There's a question. I want the one that carries everything just to be safe. How much would 10 cost? 5.5 million. Let's start with 5. We'll put that on the dollar boats. Right. Is any of this in a position where it can actually start working? Yes. Lutterworth Tool Factory is supplying Yarmouth. So this now is supplying North Bridge Construction Materials Plant, which is this one. And then the construction materials, which we don't have any of yet. This is also... Actually, no. That should be working, no? You've got stuff stored. Did I not set this up properly? Profit boats from number 3. Yeah, you're carrying that. Over to Lutterworth. That's what it is. We haven't got this last stage set up. Although, do we need to? Yeah, no, we really do. I think over here would be a good one. Even though it's a teeny tiny line that is barely worth doing, it is actually in fact worth doing. So you need to do this and this. We're going to paint you, you know what I mean, colour you red. You're not unloading anything. We're going to do this. Full load any. We'll do 60 seconds here as well. And you are NB con mat on mat con. Come on, C. Come on, C. Come on, C. Do you know what? You're going to be brick with a K at this rate because I can't type the damn thing. There we go. Bricks. It's so annoying. I've been invited to this collaboration series. It's one of the proudest moments of my YouTube career. And I can't even get me freaking keyboard to type a C. There we go. Now if I select you, suppliers, 2. It's working. Good stuff. We actually have tools waiting here as well, which is fantastic. But right now, yay, we have planks waiting here. Although all of my ships have literally sailed, which is annoying. So that means they're not making me any money right now. But if I was to buy 5 more right this second, and apparently I can afford to do that because we are making bank, and do this, we're live and kicking. Did I set this up to wait? I did. I guess 2 minutes just passed really quickly. There we go. So you're now going to load up with those juicy planks. And these ones are all... okay. Is it because they're all just heading off? That's probably it. So I should probably end up by naming these. So Blythe Port. Actually, that's a good name. That's a good name. There's no reason to change that one. And if I run passengers here, that probably works too. The one over here was already built, so that's fine. The one over here and over here was already built, so that's all fine. The truck stops probably need naming, but I can't really be bothered to do that right now. This needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does that take it below 30? Not quite. Now it does. Surely. Yeah. Well, it takes it to 230. 230 works just as well as... Yeah. Why is this not... I guess because this doesn't need any really right now because it's got so much stored. Yeah. And that one is loading up. So that's fine. The fact that these are already over here as well is quite impressive. Are you one of the... Yeah, we might need a third one here. Just to give room. Eventually they'll spread themselves out, of course. But right now, just to make sure. And I'm only going to set it for this line. So you are number 3. So we're going to do that. Alrighty. I think that's going to wrap it up here, actually. I was going to do loads of passenger stuff as well, but I don't think there's a need for it. I think we're actually in a pretty good position. Pretty strong position. Just going to do some more little maintenance bits. Like go around, see what lines need more vehicles added to them. Things like that. 33, that's pretty good. This one, 22, yeah, that one's fine. I think all the ones that I've built here are actually okay. Oh, was I supposed to pick up coal here? I was supposed to pick up coal here. Alright, there's one more thing we're going to do. Because, yeah, you're supposed to be carrying coal from here, no? Yes. So it would be good if I actually set that one up and didn't forget. I guess they're going to unload over here. Even though there's going to be quite a queue. We could just have it go to a stop down here. Or even... a stop over here. It's just turning it round and getting it back up into the hill. That's the issue we've got here. So let's build this. Wrong way. Oops. Definitely wrong way. We could just do it like this. We'll just do it like this. It's quite expensive, but what isn't these days? There we go, and there we go. So yeah, this is going to come out and round, and I get, oh, hello, in like that. And then this one will just have come straight out like this. That's fine. And then it will go down the hill into town, and we could just drop off there for now, just for the sake of it. So up here, down here. I feel like another berth would have been a really good idea for this. Maybe even just drop in there or somewhere else, or I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. So we're going to do this. We're going to do this. And we're going to say this one here. Full load. Maximum of 60. And you're loading with the coal. And then this one, you are unloading, but only coal. And you're going to be black because you're transporting coal. And you are NB. What are you, Lutterworth? Coal. Old. Come on, give me a C. There it is. If I lean in a very specific angle, apparently it works. Okie dokie. So this actually does a double job. I'm going to get 30 of these. No, I'm not. I'm going to get 30 of these. There we go. This does a double job, I've just realised, because it brings coal down to this baby as well. See straight away. That's clocked up. And if I come over here now and click and do suppliers, it's also working for there. Eventually, we can hook up these as well. Maybe have another stop down here. Or maybe even bring some coal down to here from one of these. And then bring the fuel into Northbridge. We'll see. Northbridge does also now have demand for tools and construction materials as well as the original two. So there's plenty of potential for expanding all of this in the near future. But right now, I think this is a pretty good place to wrap things up. I have proved without any doubt that I can in fact make money in this game. The water is doing the bulk of that. To be honest, the two lines that I didn't make were probably doing most of the heavy lifting. Road and rail are now both making money. I'm not quite sure why this is now suddenly making money. Looks like the maintenance infrastructure price has gone down, so that's probably part of it. I think there were some numbers fiddled with at the start for the first test, which is a very clever way of doing things, as I've said before. Do we have any passenger trains nearby? I don't believe we do. I've not seen any. But yeah, this is all working. It's all working great. I'm very, very happy with this. We've got the dollar bill boats here that right now have nothing over here, which is a little bit concerning. Why do you not have anything coming in? There are tools waiting. Yes. I guess they're just not wanted in Yarmouth. Has Yarmouth capped out? Am I doing that thing again where I should be wrapping up, but I'm too busy talking? Yes, I think I am. Ah, yeah, I think we're capped. So the boats are relying on that not being capped, which, because it is, has created some problems. But I guess if there's coal over here as well, then it's less of an issue, he says. In hope, more than anything. This needs to be a one-way system, because the way this is set up is not going to work. But I don't want to destroy any buildings or anything, so I don't really know what to do about that either. I am going to wrap things up here though, so thank you very much for watching. Thank you everyone who supported me after the first test. If you're new, joining from any of the other channels, Stephen Spry, Ajax Post Plays, Rickbo Baggins, or Van Ham Gaming, welcome. It's a pleasure to have you all here. Hopefully you've now seen what I can actually do. Believe it or not, this still isn't what I can do. This is me trying to like recover my reputation more than anything. What I like to do is build big railway networks. And if you check out my other series on Transport Fever 2, or even my Open TTD series, you'll get a better taste of that. Yeah, none of these are running full either, which is a little bit concerning. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed the series. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video, sorry, and the series so far. It's a fantastic idea that Stephen had to put this all together. I'm having a blast. I know everyone else is having a blast. It's fun. What can I say? It is fun. We're all really enjoying ourselves. So hopefully you carry on watching, support all the other channels and all that good stuff. I think I can get away with saying this as well. If you haven't checked out my Patreon or YouTube memberships, links to both are in the description. If you want to help support the channel, that's always much appreciated. Otherwise, drop some comments down below. Let me know what you want to see the next time I get hold of the map. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to do so. It really does help me out. And also check out the other channels and subscribe to them as well. And if you have done all of those things, then thank you very much for your continued support. I'm going to go and have my eye twitch when I've just noticed how much traffic we've got here. Again, this is the first test all over again, believe me. And yeah, otherwise, enjoy the rest of your evenings. And until next time, I will see you soon.